it's gliding alongside a speeding bike. Sometimes it's jerking around in a fight scene to make you feel the chaos. Critics might have called it shaky, but I think it's immersive, like you're right there in the action. Zeitlinger also plays with light, using the harsh desert sun to create stark contrasts and silhouettes that give the film a mythic, almost painterly quality. There's this one scene, don't worry, no spoilers, where the horizon glows like it's on fire and it's straight up gorgeous. The production design deserves another shout out. 2. Eve McCarney, who's worked on smaller projects but clearly knows her stuff, turned abandoned warehouses and desert shacks into a believable post-apocalyptic world. You've got these ramshackle settlements that look like they've been pieced together from scrap metal and hope, contrasted with neon-lit dens that feel like futuristic outposts gone wrong. There's a sense of decay everywhere, rusted vehicles, crumbling walls, tech that's half-broken but still dangerous. It's not a glossy dystopia like The Hunger Games. It's dirty, lived in, and real. The props, like makeshift weapons and patched-up tech, add to the authenticity. You can almost smell the oil and rust. Let's talk characters some more, because this cast is too good to gloss over. Each actor brings something unique to the table, and even if the script doesn't always give them Shakespeare-level material, they make it work. Jeffrey Wahlberg's Prince is the heart of the story, a young guy thrown into a world way bigger than he is, with a mix of vulnerability and determination that makes you root for him. Suki Waterhouse's Ash is the wild card, with his quiet intensity that hints at layers beneath the surface. James Franco's Warlord is all charisma and menace, stalking through scenes like a predator. Milla Jovovich's Drug Lord, she's having a blast, chewing the scenery with this unhinged energy that's equal parts scary and fun. Lucy Liu's Queen brings a regal but haunted vibe, while Snoop Dogg's Lovelord is basically Snoop being Snoop, smooth, confident, and stealing every scene he's in. Method Man, Margarita Lee Vaiva, and Twin Shadow round out the crew, each adding their own flavor to this wild ensemble. It's like a mixtape of personalities, and it keeps the movie unpredictable. What about the influences? Future World is like a love letter to every sci-fi and Western flick that came before it. You can feel the DNA of Mad Max in the desert chases and lawless vibes, Blade Runner and the questions about humanity and tech, and even Escape from New York and the gritty. Anything goes attitude. But it's not just ripping off the classics. It's got its own spin. There's a scene where a character rides through a neon-lit outpost that feels like it could have come straight out of an 80s cyberpunk flick. But it's grounded in this dusty, Western aesthetic. It's a mashup that shouldn't work, but somehow does, thanks to the sheer audacity of the filmmakers. If you're a genre nerd who loves spotting Easter eggs, you'll have a blast picking out the nods to other films. Let's touch on the cultural context, because Future World didn't come out in a vacuum. Released in 2018, it hit at a time when dystopian stories were everywhere. Think The Handmaid's Tale on TV or Ready Player One in theaters. But where those stories leaned into big budgets or polished visuals, Future World went the opposite way. Raw, low budget, and unapologetic. It's part of a wave of indie sci-fi films that embrace DIY aesthetics, like The Signal or Coherence. It also tapped into anxieties about technology and AI, which were starting to bubble up as real-world conversations about automation and ethics got louder. The film's take on androids and human-machine relationships feels relevant, even if it's wrapped in a pulpy, action-heavy package. Trivia time. Did you know Future World was partly inspired by James Franco's love for genre films? The guy's a self-proclaimed nerd for B-movies and cult classics, and you can feel that passion in every frame. Another fun fact. The film was shot in just 22 days, which is insane for a movie with this much action and ambition. The crew used real motorcycles and practical stunts whenever possible, which give the action that extra punch. And keep an eye out for the locations. Some of those abandoned buildings are real ghost towns in California, adding a layer of eerie authenticity. Oh, and Snoop Dogg? He improvised some of his lines, which is why his character feels so effortlessly cool. Why should you care about Future World in 2025? Because it's the kind of movie that feels like a time capsule of bold, messy creativity. It's not trying to be a blockbuster or win Oscars. It's just trying to entertain you, and it does that with gusto. It's perfect for fans of underdog films, the ones that don't get the big marketing push, but still have something to say. Plus, with a runtime of just 88 minutes, it's a quick hit of adrenaline that doesn't overstay its welcome. You can watch it on platforms like Tubi, Amazon Prime, or Fandango at home, or hunt down the Blu-ray for that sweet physical media vibe. The R rating means it got some edge, violence, a bit of nudity, some drug vibes, and language that's as raw as the desert itself. So it's perfect for a grown-up movie night.